Now, let me go ahead and break this down for everybody very, very simple, because apparently this needs to be said. See, this is not about race. This is not about feelings. This is definitely not about debating. What you're watching here is just raw federal authority being explained to grown adults the same way you would explain the rules to a 6-year-old. We're trying to find the nicest way possible for you to understand that there is nobody above us. That means that there is nobody else that is coming to arrest us. We are the top. We are the peak of law enforcement. We are the Fed. We are the ones who do the arresting. There's no jurisdiction of police that will come and arrest federal agents. Why is that? Because we have the weapons. We have the manpower. We have the guns. In situations when it comes down to war, it comes down to who wields the bigger sword. You can cry, you can say whatever you want because we allow you to, but only by our leisure and our just by our graces do we allow you to make these sideways threats and these intimidation tactics. But we don't have to humor you. That's why it's funny, and we have to treat these people like 6 years old, even though they're in their 40s and 50s. It seems like they think that we're still in the old world. You know, in the old world, things were up for debate and negotiation. We're in a time of war. We're in a time of civil war, and we're trying to avoid a world war. But for our civil problems that we have to do right now, the laws must be enforced to everyone equally. We cannot have illegals that are above the law while regular everyday Americans are beneath it. That is not how this is going to go. So when these people, they know they can't fight you. So what they try to do is they try to use shame and manipulation to change you mentally or to confuse you. That doesn't work. And I want you to take a listen to this video and we can see what I'm talking about.
Be a race traitor? See, again, y'all are throwing race into all of this. Nobody's throwing race into it.
Just the fact that she asked him if he's a race traitor, what does that even mean? There's only one race that I'm aware of. That's the human race. Is she talking about nationality? He's an American. So how is he trading on Americans by deporting illegals? That's his job, because immigration is a problem. You people want the laws to be turned off. That's never going to happen. There's no country on earth these people can go to where they will just turn off the laws and let people do whatever they want. There is structure and order everywhere you go. Only because we have our First Amendment do we let people say this stuff and we humor it, but it's starting to get to their head. It seems like they're starting to believe that this is an equal situation. It's not. We are in charge. We're the ones with the weapons. What we say goes. We make the rules. You don't tell us what the rules are. We will decide what they are. We are not in regular times anymore. And I don't understand why people don't get that.
Without your shitty little Timu get up, your ass would be shot by ICE and you fucking know it.
Bro, I've been living in this country most of my life. I've never been shot by ICE. I've never been deported by ICE. If you're an American, you don't have anything to worry about. But I have been wrapped up in gang sweeps where they go through neighborhoods and all the young men around there, they pick them up, detain them, check them for tattoos. Some people they take to jail and then they'll decide if you're in a gang or not because you're in a database. We have gang sweeps in California in the name of public safety. Do we like being caught up in them? No. But does the community appreciate gang members and guns off the streets and drugs? Yeah, of course. I mean, kids get caught in the crossfires between us. So obviously it's in the name of public safety. These illegals are literally over here doing whatever they want: murder, rape, selling drugs, drunk driving, because they know they can change their identity and go back to their home country if things go bad. See, us Americans, we don't have that same luxury. So it's amazing when you see these Americans who are just, they don't even really want to be out there protecting pedophiles. They're only there because they hate Trump. And why they hate Trump, they've been groomed to do so for years. It's pretty much all they live for. They have nothing. You know, I remember the good old days back when Biden was president, and I knew people that never once said the word Biden. They were still talking about Trump all 4 years under Biden and Harris. They still talking about Trump. He wasn't even guaranteed to win the presidency. People thought he was going to jail. And everybody was still talking about Trump. So it's kind of a TDS on steroids, and she has it really, really bad.
You're your own person. Oh, that's not fucking 8th grader, my dude. Come on.
Fucking go anywhere. This idiot isn't gonna learn.
You working for the fucking government? Like, you think that this is gonna save you from everything that's going on in this world?
Whether you work for the government.
Hey, do you know you have to work for
a man who's out there racially profiling other people?
You know, this is another thing I find it funny. Only when it comes to Black Americans do people use having a job as an insult. So every other race in this country can work for people, work for the government, and never get shamed. But when it comes to somebody Black having a job, now it's slavery and it's a bad thing. And he's like, it's a job. I work for the government. There's hundreds of thousands of people who work for the government. No matter if I'm doing ICE or something else, I'm still furthering the agenda of the government. If you're living in the United States and you're buying food or you're buying gas and you're paying taxes, whatever you might say, you're still funding everything the government is doing. If you're really serious about sticking it to the government, you don't want to be a part of what they're doing, you would have dropped your citizenship and relocated yourself to another country. But you're still here. Why? If it's so bad and so dangerous and you hate what's happening, why not go to one of these countries where people are being deported to? You know, if you really love these people and support them, you would be at the airport waiting for them when they land, and you'd have your money and you help them get situated. But you're a fraud. You're only doing this because it's
race
traitor. See, again, y'all are race into all of this. Nobody's talking race.
Without your mask on, without your shitty little Timu getup, you're to be stopped by ICE and you fucking know it. You guys are trying to detain your own person.
Listen, what do you get stopped by ICE? And I've been stopped by the police. It happens. And you guess what you do? You show them your license, your registration, your insurance. If you get stopped by ICE, you show them your license, your passport, or your birth certificate. You show them proof that you're a U.S. citizen. That's it. You get stopped for papers all the time. If I walk into a bank, if I want to do a transaction with a teller, they're going to ask for my ID. They're going to ask for my papers. If I want to fly at the airport, they're going to ask for my papers. If I do anything, they're going to want to see my paperwork to identify me. ICE is not special. If they ask you, show them the documents. These people it's like they're picking and choosing when they want to comply and when they don't. That's not going to fly. It's not going to work.
Fucking 8th grader, my dude. Come on.
Fucking go anywhere. This idiot isn't gonna learn.
You working for the fucking government? Like, you think that this is gonna save you from everything that's going on in this world?
Whether you work for the government.
Hey, do you know you have to work for
a man who's out there racially profiling other people? That's fucking German.
All right, fascinating with this man.
I'm not gonna make me wear a fucking star like my ancestors. I'm fucking Jewish and Latin American, and I have to deal with this shit. My ancestors were fucking murdered by Nazis, and now you guys are back doing it all over again.
I mean, if it's really that bad, if you're really that disgruntled, why not move to a country where you fit more, where that its values align more with your worldview? Why are you subjugating yourself to living here in the United States? Find another home. You're not going to you're not going to get your way. You're wasting your time. And even if you did pull weapons, you don't have enough. This is not a tyranny. This is you fighting law enforcement. It's a completely different premise. These are the laws being enforced, not authoritarianism or some other phrase for a government takeover. You're literally arguing with people who are just simply enforcing the laws that have already been on the books for years.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
That's okay.
Read
Read a fucking book.
I love how these agents just basically explain to these people, this is a job. We're enforcing the laws. And you can say what you want to say, but what we say go. There's nobody that's going to stop us from completing our mission and doing our job. Cry all you want. You can cry hard as hell. Cry harder. It's not going to stop us from what we're doing. We have federal supremacy. That means we are at the top. There's no one above us. And people need to understand where we are right now.
I say, turn up the street. Say it louder. Can't take it. Now it's laws on immigration. Like, it's simple. Like, that's it. Like, we can't argue that.
History of immigration.
We do.
So, but again, I don't think you know all of the history of the immigration.
Because their country
and what
doesn't
happened.
It's not about the history. It's about the laws. It's not about the history. It's about the laws.
Exactamundo. You cannot walk into a bank and rob it. And when you are about to get arrested, you say, well, historically, my people were able to rob banks and it was okay. You cannot use that as a defense. It's not about the history. It's about the laws. Period. Trying to convince black people that they shouldn't have a job working for the government because of slavery or Jim Crow. It's an idiotic argument. You want to be gainfully employed. People need jobs. You need to work. Remember, the only person that told black people they shouldn't work and let the state take care of them, it was Martin Luther King. And that didn't get him very far. Don't listen to that shit. The state is not going to take care of you. You must work. You must take care of your family, yourself on your own. Don't sacrifice your kids to the streets because these people convince you that there's something shameful about having a job. Even if you work for the government, that is a good job. That's gainful employment. These people are, and they're sitting here defending criminals. But that's crazy. These people, if you ask people, who would you rather be in charge of the country? A pedophile from another country, like, another leader, or Trump? All these people want other countries. These people that are protesting, these agitators, they want another country to come invade and take over the United States. These people are not our countrymen. They're our enemies. They just have citizenship and they speak English, but they're definitely enemies of our country. So eventually, yeah, it's illegals now, but next on the list is going to have to be these people that are calling for the extermination of the United States.
We are here to enforce
people, show us everyone the judicial warrant, and then we'll be like, okay, show us an official, legit judicial warrant, and then go ahead.
Go in if
But
you have
don't
the
fucking take people.
I think you're misunderstanding, lady. We have warrants, and all of our warrants have bullets in them. That's my warrant, my weapon, my artillery, my guns, my men. We are the warrant. We're the warrant. This is telling me that I can go into your house and I can take you if you're an illegal. This is what gives me permission. This is my warrant. I think people don't understand that. I don't have to give you paperwork. We don't have to go to the courts. That's out. These weapons right here and the manpower behind me, that is my warrant. And there is nobody that can come in and stop us. That's it. See, this is when you have to use might and force. You can't argue with people who are brain dead or who have a separate agenda that's in favor of another nation. You can't humor those conversations. They have to be ignored. My warrant is an automatic with a switch on it. That's the warrant. That's the only warrant I need. I don't need another one.
People out of their houses for no fucking reason and fucking beat them up.
I'm sorry.
Take hats on, that's why.
But you said something about a warrant, right?
Be a race trader?
You know, and it's crazy to watch these liberal women praying that they could hand our country over to another nation. And we have to sit here and allow them to do it. But you know what they say? Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of reach. Meaning we don't have to promote these people. We don't have to let them try to organize a coup or to bring down our nation. I mean, they're letting us know who they are. We eventually have to address them. This right here is a cancer that's festering, that's spreading, and it's going to have to be removed, or you could lose the whole body. You know, this is wartime. My warrant is my weapon. Unless you have more weapons than me, then you're not going to win this argument over the warrant. All the normalcy that we used to have before, that normalcy bias, is over. It's out the window. Now we're going to have to just deal with the real world. We are literally facing an existential threat to the United States. These people want to hand our country over to other nations. I'm watching people in the comments. They're literally celebrating that NATO is threatening Trump and threatening America. And they're like happy. Americans want to see America fall. That's the problem. We have to get rid of birthright citizenship so we can deal with these people. Let me know your thoughts if you agree or disagree. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to post this video in the morning. I appreciate you guys tuning in. America first and America only.
I've been needing to find a new apartment, which has not been easy with credit as bad as mine. Luckily, I found cosigning.com. They connected me with a cosigner who helped me get my dream apartment for me and my dog. I just paid a small fee and was able to move in fast. Get the cosigner you need for the apartment you want. Check out cosigning.com today.